right, thank you all for joining me for a 30-minute gentle yoga class followed by a 30-minute guided meditation. You are welcome to just do the 30-minute yoga class. If you're not into meditation, you can just silently show yourself off of the Zoom at the 30-minute mark, or you can stay for meditation as well. And both offerings are beginner friendly and meant to go together. All you need is a yoga mat or carpeted space. And for meditation, you might want like a blanket or pillow, just to make yourself a little bit extra comfy. Okay, so we're gonna start in an easy pose called Sukhasana. Easy pose, so you're just gonna bend your legs so that one foot is in front of the other. You can kind of rock back and forth, side to side, then really just evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones. Sit up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders and take a nice slow breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale through your mouth, just starting to let the day go. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale through your nose. Anything you want to let go of this Friday afternoon, evening, just let it go through the exhale breath. Last one, inhale. Anything you want to let go of, sigh it out. So this class is intentionally coming on a Friday. And it's meant to be kind of a transition from the weekday to the weekend, whatever that might mean for you. So again, it's gentle yoga, and the idea is we're being gentle with ourselves. We're entering into a more relaxed state. You can close your eyes for a moment, sit up nice and tall, drop your shoulders, lift your chest. And as you start to settle into your breath, into your body, into your yoga practice, notice if anything is kind of jumping out at you. It might be something that happened earlier today, something on your to-do list that you have to do after class, maybe just a persistent feeling that's been following you throughout the week. And whatever that thing is that's on your heart or your mind, you can take a moment here and just name that. Look it in the eye, acknowledge it for what it is. And just politely set that aside. It'll be there for you after class if you want it to be, but just for now, give yourself permission to enjoy some time with yourself, moving your body, reconnecting to your body, reconnecting to your breath. Just allow yourself this time to kind of let go of the other stuff. Okay, as you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes, look straight ahead. You can place your hands on your knees, thighs for a little bit of stability. Inhale, stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Exhale, tilt right ear towards right shoulder, stretching the left side neck. And right away, it's worth noting that I'm not mirroring you, so it might look like I'm moving my head to the left, when in fact I'm moving my head to the right. You are welcome to follow my words or my body movements. Just know that I will do the right side of postures first, unless I forget, which sometimes happens. You're getting a nice stretch to the left side of the neck and the shoulder. Drop the left shoulder down. Good. Slowly roll your chin to chest and then keep rolling. Roll left ear towards left shoulder, stretching the right side neck. You might notice that this side feels a little or a lot different. It does for me. We are not symmetrical, and yoga is really not about symmetry, right? You could do all the yoga in the world and your 2 eyes probably would never be the exact same shape. So rather than focusing on, this side feels different, what does that mean? Just kind of enjoy the fact that you have the opportunity to notice a tightness or maybe a change from the last time you practiced. Slowly roll your head down, chin to chest, relax your jaw. Let your head sink down, drop your shoulders, lift your chest. Slowly roll your head back up, look straight ahead, and now lift your nose, lift your chin. Let your head relax back, never forcing the neck, just looking up and back. Slowly roll your head back up, look straight ahead. Inhale, stretch the crown of your head up. Exhale, look over right shoulder. So at the beginning, we're just moving the neck spine. Keep your shoulders and hips pointing forward. Keep your head over your shoulders so you're not dropping your head down, but you're also not leaning back. It's just a twist to the neck. Look over right shoulder. And slowly, gently come back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over left shoulder twist. So one of the keys or tricks, I should say, to spinal mobility is using your breath. Like you're gonna harness your breath to move. So throughout class, I'll call out some inhales and exhales, and that can actually make it a little bit easier to get deeper into a posture or just to move a little bit more freely. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. Good. Slowly, carefully come back to center. Look straight ahead. Okay, as you're ready, you're going to keep your left leg bent. Take your right leg long out to the side, as wide as you want, for a nice inner thigh stretch. Good. As you inhale, reach your left arm long overhead. Exhale, drop your shoulder. You can have your right forearm on your right thigh, just getting a nice side body stretch to the left torso, left spine. Gentle compression to the right side torso. Relax your left shoulder, lengthen your left arm. Look straight ahead. And again, make sure you're not like dropping your head down, but you're also not leaning it all the way back. Your spine kind of stacks from the side. Good. On your next inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, hand down. This time, left leg out, right leg in. Take left forearm to left thigh and reach your right arm long overhead. Lengthen through the right arm. Drop the right shoulder down. Notice if you're leaning a lot to the left. Try to press your right sit bone down, right knee down. So both butt cheeks are on the floor. You're just stretching the right side body, squeezing the left side body just a little bit, right? Make it gentle, you can make it playful, make it fun, but you don't have to have like the deepest posture of all time. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms down. Take your right leg out, left leg in. This time, legs more at a 90-degree angle, like an L, so your legs aren't as wide apart. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, stretch up. Exhale, fold, put your hands on either sides of your calf, flex your toes back just a little bit and drop your head. The more you come down, the more you'll feel a hamstring stretch. And you just want a gentle stretch to the back of the leg. Maybe a little bit of compression to the front of the body, extension to the spine. But again, it doesn't have to be super deep. This is a gentle yoga class meant to transition us, from the weekday to the weekend. So that's kind of what we're doing everything in service of. Inhale. Exhale, maybe relax down a little bit more. Good. On your inhale breath, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, shoulders down, keep your arms up. Good. Take your left leg out, right leg in. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your left and fold. Hands to floor on either sides of your legs. You can flex your left toes back just a little bit. Gentle activation to the legs. Drop your shoulders, round your spine, relax your jaw. You can use the breath to get a little deeper, or you can use the breath simply to stay where you are, soothing the body through the breath, soothing the mind through the breath. Good. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, turning back forward. Exhale, shoulders soft. Take your right leg out. This time, sweep both legs a little bit wider. Flex your toes back, getting this nice inner thigh stretch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, palms down, fold forward. You put your hands on the floor. Again, just a gentle inner thigh stretch here. Rather than rounding your spine, stick your butt out a little bit, arch your spine, shoulders back, chest forward. Maybe come down a little bit more, maybe not. Good, and slowly walk your hands back in. This time, bring your legs together. Now we're gonna stretch the hamstrings again. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, big stretch. Exhale, fold forward. Now, if you have a long torso like I do, it might be easy to catch your feet. If you have long legs, I'm so jealous, right? Maybe you have your hands on the floor on either sides of your legs. And again, rather than rounding your spine, you're just gonna stick your butt out and arch your spine. But as a reminder, sometimes when you see somebody do a cool yoga in posture, or a cool posture in yoga, it has less to do with like the depth of their practice and more to do with their physiology. So again, if you have a long spine and short legs like I do, it might be easy to catch your hands with your feet. But if you have long legs and a short torso, maybe just hands on either side of the floor. It doesn't actually tell you much about your yoga practice, just your body proportions. Okay, good. Slowly walk your hands back up, sitting up nice and tall. You're gonna bend your knees, sit crisscross applesauce here. I'm still showing you from the side. Place your hands on your knees, and we're gonna do some seated cat cows. Inhale, stretch the crown of your head up. Exhale, drop your chin to chest, round your spine, tuck your tailbone under. Just a little bit of compression to the front of the body, gentle stretch to the back of the body. This is cat pose, meow. On your next inhale, cow pose, move your abdomen forward, stick your butt out a little bit, squeeze shoulders together, look up and back. Let's do that 2 more times. Round your spine, compress the front of the body, move the belly button back, hips forward, drop your head, relax your shoulders, cat pose. When you're ready, cow pose, move your belly button forward, stick your butt out a little bit, squeeze shoulders together, drop your shoulders, look up and back. Last one, round your spine, pull the abdomen in, slide shoulder blades scapula apart. Good, and when you're ready, look forward, squeeze shoulders together, drop your shoulders, look up. Good, slowly, gently come back into a neutral position. Spine twisting, inhale, reach your right arm long overhead, stretch up. Slowly exhale, place your right hand close behind you like a second spine. Inhale, reach your left arm up, lengthen. Exhale, place left hand on right knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, look over right shoulder and twist. Notice if you're leaning way to the right, evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones so it's the spine moving. Inhale, stretch up. On the breath out, look back and twist. As you're ready, slowly, carefully come back to center, no rush. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reach your left arm up, nice stretch to the left side body, make it feel good. Exhale, place your left hand close behind you. Inhale, reach your right arm up, stretching right side body, let it feel good. Exhale, place right hand on left knee. On the breath in, stretch up. On the breath out, look over left shoulder. On this side, notice if you're leaning to the left, roll a little to the right. You can press your right palm into left knee to twist and look back. Good, and slowly, carefully unwind, come back into a neutral position. Let's come into tabletop, place your hands on the floor. We're just gonna take a moment here to find a stable table position. So knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. If you're like me and your shoulders tend to tense up into your ears, what you can do in tabletop is bend the elbows out for a second and then push the floor away from you, pull your abdomen in, and you'll feel the shoulders slide apart a little bit. And this is a nice way to stabilize the shoulders so you're not sinking into them. So again, if at any point you feel your shoulders tensing up, you just bend the elbows out, push the palms down, and then the shoulders slide apart again. Okay, from here, you're gonna take your right leg back, tuck your right toes under, and just move a little bit back and forth so you get a nice stretch to the right calf. Good, when you're ready, you're gonna come back to center. See if you can lift your right leg off the floor, drop your right hip down, tuck your tailbone under a little bit, spiral your inner right thigh up. Option to stay here or balance challenge. Take your left arm long, look forward, pinky towards the floor, left thumb towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Take your left hand back down to the floor, right knee back down to the floor, other side. Lengthen the left leg back, tuck the left toes under, and if you'd like, you can rock back and forth for a moment, just stretching out that left calf. Make it feel good. Coming back, hip over knee, shoulders over wrists. Lift your left leg up, drop your left hip down a little bit, spiral inner left thigh up, root down to your knuckles rather than your wrists. Option to stay here or look forward a little bit. Take your right arm long, palm to the left side of the room, thumb towards the ceiling, pinky finger towards the floor. Stretch and breathe. And then take your right hand back down to the floor, left knee back down to the floor. Keep your left hand on the floor. Inhale, reach your right arm up, look up. Exhale, thread the needle. Take right arm through, left hand, right shoulder to floor. Option to stay here with your hand on the floor, or you can reach your left arm up and drape behind you for a half bind. This is a great way to stretch out the shoulder, but it can be a little bit intense. So if thread the needle does not feel good for your body today, no problem, come on up. And an alternative is to sit back on your heels so you get a toe stretch. Take your right arm long across your body, bend your left arm up, and drop your right shoulder down. So now you get that same deltoid shoulder stretch without putting too much pressure on the shoulder. If you're in shoulder stand, or pardon me, not shoulder stand, thread the needle, try to have your hips over your knees rather than sinking back. Okay, if you have your left hand draped behind you in a bind, you're gonna reach your left arm up to the ceiling and then put your left hand on the floor close to your head. Everybody together, let's unthread the needle. Inhale, reach your right arm up, look up, stretch up. Exhale, right hand down. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reach your left arm up, look up. Exhale, thread the needle, take left arm, your right arm. You can keep your right hand on the floor close to your face, or you can reach your right arm up and reach behind you, catch your thigh for a bind. Doing that nice shoulder stretch. And then on this side, does not feel good for your body, again, you just come up, sit back on your heels, so you get a nice ankle stretch. Take your left arm across your body, bend your right arm up, drop your left shoulder down, and now you get that same shoulder stretch, right, without putting too much weight there. Otherwise, just enjoying your thread the needle action for a moment longer. Breath in and breath out. You have your right hand draped behind you in a bind. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Place your right hand on the floor, close to your face. Everybody together, unthread the needle. Inhale, reach your left arm up, look up. Exhale, sink your left hand down. Child's pose. Sink your hips down. Reach your arms forward. Take a moment here, and if having the arms forward doesn't feel good, you can have your arms down by your sides, giving a nice opening to the hips, taking a break from that tabletop action. Gentle breath in, easy breath out. Inhale, and slowly exhale. Walk your hands back into your sides, place your palms on the floor, press yourself up, coming back into your tabletop position. And you can take a moment here, bend the elbows out, and then push the palms into the floor to lengthen through the arms and shoulders. Look forward, and from here, take your right foot forward in between your hands and start to slide your left knee back a little bit, coming into a low lunge, a runner's lunge. At first, palms on the floor, maybe fingertips on the floor, or maybe see if you can come up and place your hands on your knee, getting a little stability there. Press the left hip forward, you get a nice stretch through the left thigh. Drop the shoulders, look forward. If you're lifted, bring your hands back down to the floor. Keep your left hand on the outside of your right foot and reach your right arm up, look up, nice twist. And then place your right hand back down on the floor outside of the right foot. Other side, reach your left arm up, look up, just a gentle heart opener, shoulder opener. And then left hand back down. From here, you're gonna sink your hips back and start to lengthen that front leg. Flex your toes back for a nice calf and hamstring stretch. You can keep your hips lifted or maybe sit all the way down and fold forward. Drop your shoulders, relax your jaw. Okay, when you're ready, you're gonna look forward, lift your hips, come back so your foot is in between your hand. Take your right knee back down, child's pose. Sink your hips down, reach your arms forward, or maybe if you reached your arms forward in the first set of child's pose, you bring your arms down by your sides in the second set. Palms facing the floor. You can use your breath here to stretch your back. So on the inhale, you can really expand the backs of the ribs. Exhale, let your shoulders fall. Place your hands on either sides of your head, your shoulders, press yourself up. Coming back into your tabletop, and let's do the other side. Take your left foot in between your hands. From here, start to slide the right knee back. At first, maybe hands on the floor, maybe fingertips on the floor, maybe lifting all the way up. Press your right hip a little forward, left hip back, stretching the right side hip. Shoulders back, chest proud. Feel that stability in the front left foot. Press the ball of your left foot down. Lift your chest up, roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Good. Coming back down, hands to floor. Take your right hand outside of your left foot and reach your left arm up, look up, stretch up. Good. Place the left hand back down on the floor, and this time reach your right arm up, look up. Good. Place your right hand back down on the floor. And as you're ready, you're going to sink your hips back and lengthen your front leg, flex your toes back. And you can keep your hips lifted or keep sitting down. It's Flex the toes back, fold forward, drop your shoulders. And then as you're ready, look forward, lift your hips again. Hands forward, foot between the hands. Take your left knee back down, and then we're going to turn around and lie on your back. Okay, very nice. Savasana. You take a moment here. Let your arms and legs relax down by your sides. Let your hands and feet and head be heavy. Easy breath in. Gentle breath out. Inhale, belly rise. Exhale, belly fall. Bend your knees so that your feet are on the floor, maybe heels under knees. Flip your palms to face the floor, arms straight, and maybe bring your arms underneath you so that your knuckles are under your butt. From here, press your feet into the floor, squeeze your glutes, and lift your hips up. Now a little bit of a bridge here. Keep the shoulders down, chin to chest. Rather than opening your ribs wide, try to knit your ribs together. Holding here for a moment, strengthening through the glutes, hamstrings, long neck. Good, and slowly lower down. Keep your left foot on the floor, left leg bent. Take your cross your right ankle shin over your left thigh for supine figure 4. Look down the center line of your body. You might notice a 4 shape. From here, lift your left foot off the floor and hug your thighs into your chest. You can grab the outsides of your legs. I like to take my right hand in between legs. You can interlace your fingers behind your left thigh and just pull down. It's a great way to stretch the right side seat, the outer right thigh, right hip. That's good if you have sciatic nerve pain, any sort of figure 4 or pigeon pose. It's nice for that. Notice where you might be holding on to unnecessary tension in your body. Just let it go through the breath out. If you have a grip on your legs in any way, release that grip. Return your left foot to the floor, right foot to the floor, hands to the floor. Maybe walk your hands back in under your glutes again. Squeeze your tush and lift your hips up. Chin to chest, neck long. Again, knit the ribs together rather than opening the ribs wide. Press the shoulders, triceps into the floor. Press your heels into the floor and slowly lower your hips back down. Keep your right foot on the floor. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Look down the center line of your body and then lift your right foot off the floor, hugging your thighs in towards your chest. And again, you can grab the outer legs. You can grab behind your right thigh, right hamstring. Again, just noticing this side might feel different, right? Definitely does for me. That's not good or bad. It's just, it is what it is. And through yoga, meditation, mindfulness, we start to notice more, but we also start to judge less. So it's a great paradox of yoga, right? You will feel more, but you will suffer less. When you're ready, take any grip away from your legs, bring your right foot back down to the floor, left foot back down to the floor, and from here, lift both feet off the floor, happy baby. You can open your legs wide, keep your knees bent, grab the outsides of your feet with your hands, elbows inside, and roll back and forth, right and left. It's a great way to roll out your back. Maybe as you roll to the right, you lengthen the right leg, come back to center, roll to the left, lengthen the left leg. So this is called happy baby because many babies like to do this posture, which is really fun. And it's a reminder that yoga is playful, right? It's just pretty playful when babies do it. It's pretty playful when adults do it too. Yoga doesn't have to be super serious. It can just be like rocking and rolling on your back. Okay, when you're ready, come back to the center line of your body. Release the grip from your feet. Place your hands on your outer knees. Bring the knees, feet together. Bend your knees. Place your hands on your shins and just squeeze knees and feet together. Head on the floor, look down the center line of your body. So knees, feet together, thighs towards the abdomen, knees towards the chest. Drop your shoulders down. Good. From here, keep your right hand on right knee. Lengthen your left leg back. Let your left leg be long on the floor. Take your left hand to right knee, right arm out to the side, palm faces the floor, and roll to the left. So right hip stacks on top of left hip. This is a nice spine twist. You can also have your right palm face the ceiling. Take a breath. Okay, and from here, Roll back. This time, lengthen your right leg to the floor. Lift your left leg up. Bend your left knee. Take right hand to left knee. Left arm out to the left and roll to the right. Left hip on top of right hip. Just getting a nice spine twist. Easy breath in. Gentle breath out. Try to keep your left shoulder on the floor. Good. When you're ready, slowly, carefully roll back to center. Left leg down, arms and legs down. This is our moment for Savasana here. So we're going to take a nice, long, luxurious Savasana for a minute. Then we're going to start to transition towards meditation, but not just yet. I'll let you know when. So it can sometimes feel like Savasana is not doing much, or like it's not, we associate yoga with like, I don't know, a handstand or balancing on one leg, but I feel very strongly that Savasana is the real yoga. It's the posture that makes all the other ones make sense. And especially in a world where we tend to like fidget and we're not really aware of what we're doing with our body often, Savasana can be difficult, right? Because it's all about stillness. Sometimes moving in a yoga class feels really natural, but then when we come to our Savasana, our final Savasana, all we want to do is move around. So this is just an invitation to practice stillness as very much part of your yoga practice, as part of your yoga class, your yoga journey. This is not like, okay, class is over. This isn't like, okay, time to like do something else. This is, to me at least, like the real deal yoga. It's like, can you sit still? Can I sit still? Can I lie still? And just breathe. Inhale and exhale. Breath in and breath out. If you'd like to stay for meditation, you are welcome to stay lying down on the floor, or you can join me in sitting up. It's your choice. You can also always place like a blanket over you or a blanket under your head. Or if you do want to sit up, I like to place a blanket underneath my feet so that my hips are a little higher than my knees. And we're going to start to transition to our meditation space in one moment. And if you need to grab a sip of water, now is also a great time for that. Okay. So for the meditation, you can keep your eyes closed, or you can do a soft, fuzzy gaze just beyond the tip of your nose. Sometimes we think of meditation as an absence of thought. I prefer to think of meditation as compassionate mind control. So often throughout our day, maybe you've had this experience, you're trying to read a book and you find that your mind wanders, you're trying to do something at work and you get distracted. Sometimes when we realize that we've become distracted, we're really hard on ourselves. And I don't know about you, but I figured out that's not necessarily helpful, right? It doesn't make me be better at focus when I'm hard on myself. So through meditation, rather than an absence of thought, it's a honing of thought. And when you inevitably notice that your mind wanders from time to time, rather than being hard on yourself, I'm going to invite you just to silently say to yourself, like thinking or feeling, and then just return yourself to your breath, to your body, to my words, to the truth of the present moment. So there's no judgment attached to when the mind wanders. You just notice it and then you return, right? So it's this always invitation to return. If at any point in class you get super uncomfortable, like a foot falls asleep or something like that, you're welcome to adjust. Just notice the difference between shifting because you're really distracted by your discomfort versus constantly moving because you're really just like uncomfortable by stillness. We're just going to practice stillness today, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Stillness does not come easy for me, but that's why I practice it, right? So finding yourself in a comfortable seated or lying down position with eyes closed and face soft. I'm now going to light a candle as a symbolic gesture that we are entering into a more intentional space. We're being intentional with our thoughts, intentional with our breath, and intentional with our body movements. What does it feel like to experience a full minute of silence? Is it peaceful? A little uncomfortable? Does the mind automatically shift to fill that stillness? There's no right or wrong answer, and there's also no good or bad answer. Just notice what it feels like in your body to experience a moment of silence. I sometimes think about meditation like backing up a computer. If you only do it once a year, there's a lot to download and a lot to process. But if you do it Twice a year, it's a little easier. Maybe once a month, once a week, right? Maybe even every day. Then it goes pretty fast because there's less to process, less to download. So if stillness is a little uncomfortable for you, silence is a little uncomfortable for you, it's uncomfortable for me too. And that's why we're practicing it together. When you notice your mind wandering, without judgment, with deep compassion, gently return your thoughts to your breath, to the silence and stillness, just enjoying your own company. For some folks, when we're invited to enjoy our own company, we automatically go down a rabbit hole of not enjoying the company we keep, right? That I'm not good enough to enjoy my own company, that I don't really like myself right now. Rather be with someone else, right? But what if you aren't the problem? And what if you never were the problem? What if it's just that you've never practiced this? You've never been given time just to sit still and breathe. So it's not that there's something unlikable or undesirable about yourself. It's just that you've never gotten to experience this. And if you think about it, all of your friends and family, right, they get to experience what that company feels like with you. So now you're giving yourself that option. Imagine you're out to tea with yourself, truly enjoying the company you keep. Maybe looking at yourself from across the table like you would your best friend, with compassion, with understanding. And imagine that your best friend is having kind of a hard day or a difficult season in life. But instead of looking at another person, you're just looking back at you. What would you tell yourself? The way that you would a dear friend having a bad day or a difficult time. If you find negative self-talk or judgment creeping in, you have your whole life for that. Just for now, we're going to practice treating ourselves as we would someone that we care deeply about, with the idea that sometimes we have to practice caring deeply about ourselves. So if you find negative self-talk or judgment creeping in, you're going to politely set that aside. Use this as an opportunity to practice compassion and empathy for yourself. Imagine that you're looking at yourself, talking to yourself, whether it's a little pep talk or going through all the things you did to get yourself through a hard time, right? All the ways that you showed up for yourself like you would a best friend, all the things you're proud of, lessons learned along the way, even if it wasn't fun in the process. Just reminding yourself your inner strength as you would a dear friend out to tea. What do you like about yourself? What do you love about yourself? What do you respect about yourself? Where are you learning and growing? You could go back to a younger version of you. What would you say? you want, you can imagine giving a younger version of yourself a hug, just sitting next to a younger version of yourself side by side for a moment. Where are you learning to forgive yourself? What is your highest vision for yourself? What is the deepest desire in your heart? What makes you unique? How can you be a little more loving and kind towards yourself? What would it feel like? What might it feel like? What does it feel like to sit in silence and truly enjoy the company that you keep? Imagine a warm white light emanating from your lower spine all the way up through the crown of the head, through the arms and legs, all the way down to the fingertips and toes, so that you become a little illuminated from the inside out. Almost glowing, iridescent, mystical, relaxed, at ease. Soften through the top of your head and forehead, relaxing your scalp and hairline. Relax your eyebrows, temples, and space between your brows. Let your eyes be heavy in their sockets. Let go of any tension in your eyelids or eyelashes. Soften through the bridge of the nose, under eye area and cheeks. Relax left nostril. Relax right nostril. Soften through right ear. Relax left ear. Relax through your mouth, your lips, roof of your mouth, tongue, gums. Relax each and every tooth. Relax your chin. Relax your jaw. Relax your jaw. Relax your jaw. Soften through your throat and neck. Let your shoulders be heavy and at ease. Just give yourself permission just to soften the shoulders. Let your shoulders drop. Relax through your collarbone and chest, armpits, upper arms, elbows and forearms. Relax your wrists, your palms, tops of the hands, each and every knuckle. Soften through left pinky finger, left fourth finger, Relax left middle finger, second finger, and thumb. Relax right thumb, second finger, middle finger. Release any tension in right fourth finger. Relax right pinky. Soften through your hands and palms, arms and shoulders. Relax through the upper back, middle back, upper, lower back. Let your pectorals relax. Soften through your abdomen. If you're sitting up, you might still use some strength in the torso, but you might also find that you can relax a little bit. Soften the belly. Relax through your hips and glutes. Release your pelvic floor. Soften through the hamstrings and quadriceps, outer thighs, inner thighs, knees, and backs of the knees. Relax your calves, shins, and ankles. Let your heels be heavy. Relax the arches of your feet, tops of your feet. Bring full awareness to right big toe and relax right big toe. Second toe, right middle toe, fourth toe. Breathe into right pinky toe. Relax left pinky toe. Soften left fourth toe. Middle toe. Second toe. Relax your left big toe. Soften through your feet and legs, torso, side torso, arms and head. Notice where you might still be holding on to some tension and let it go through your exhale breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Take a moment to thank yourself for finding some time for you today, the same way that we find time, make time for people we care about. It's important to hold this date with ourselves as well. And again, sometimes the way that, downloading a computer can take a while or can be a little stressful. Same thing with the meditation, but you showed up and you did it and you breathed. Maybe even in moments where you didn't necessarily love your own company, you had a glimpse or a vision of what that could feel like. You're welcome to stay in your meditative space for as long as you'd like. Otherwise, I will count us down from 3, at which point you can make any motions with your body that tell yourself that you're shifting gears. Inhale through the nose. Anything you want to sigh out, open your mouth and let it go for 3, 2, 1. I'm now going to blow out this candle as a symbolic gesture that our meditation time is ending. And I'm letting the very real smoke clear the air as a reminder that through shifting consciousness in our mind, we literally shift our relationship with the world and even the air around us. Thank you for joining. Happy Friday. Hope to see you soon.